1, 0.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
So good afternoon. We are live. It is 2 p.m. and we're in County Carlow for the Student Enterprise Programme Awards Ceremony. We're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, and it's open for comments. So if you are viewing us live, give us a shout out to your school, to your friends, to all the entries, and wish them all the best of luck in this afternoon's awards. So we have a packed show. It's roughly about an hour. We have a green room that's filling up with students at the moment, and we're going to make this as interactive as we possibly can. So sit back and enjoy the live stream, but get involved. We also have a live quiz for anyone that's watching. So if you have your mobile phone handy, don't let it go out of your sight. You're going to need that later on. So we'll kick things off straight away, and I'm going to invite in Councillor Tom O'Neill, the Carlow of Carlow County Council, to open our little award ceremony and proceedings this afternoon. Tom, you're very welcome. How are you?
How are you doing? Well, great to see you on this beautiful day. How I hope everyone's keeping well.
Yeah, it's been a nice little start to the day with the sun shining, and hopefully it shines now on some of our students as they eagerly wait their awards and if they're successful. But what a year it has been for many businesses over the last 10, 11, 12 months, and no less the students. So I'm sure you want to congratulate them on the effort that they've put in, that we're actually having the awards this year.
Absolutely. No, like I personally love to see the projects where young people and the next generation is at the heart of the project. And the Student Enterprise Programme is one such programme run by Carlow County Council, which inspires the next generation. And personally, I want to congratulate each of the 53 across the schools in County Carlow who took part in this year's competition, and thank everyone and their teachers, especially their parents and the schools, for assisting us to play their part. I'm looking forward to today. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be an entertaining day.
And you're going to stick with us, Tom. So as we go through this afternoon, I think we're going to call on you to present some of the awards and meet some of the students. So we have the comments are open. So there's Caitlin's back at base keeping an eye on it. So welcome to the Carlow Student Enterprise Final. So any comments, any questions for any of our speakers, we're going to invite you to put those up on Facebook and YouTube, and you'll meet some of the students as we progress through it. So with the next part, I wanted to bring in Kate Gaynor from the Paint Hub. And Kate, I think, is in the green room. Kate, now, I hope you left some of the Coke and the crisps and the canapes and the champagne alone while you were there. How are you?
Good. It's a quite fancy green room here, Noel. I'm having a great time.
There you go. So, Tom, I'm going to bounce you back into the green room, and we'll see you later on. And thanks for opening up the proceedings.
Thanks, Noel.
So, Kate, for those that don't know you, you are a successful family business based in Carlow, and the Paint Hub. So I'll control the little slides for you there, but I'm going to leave you to it to introduce yourself and have a little wee chat.
Yeah, great. So I'm Kate Gaynor, and I took over running of a family business about, I think, 10 years ago now. And I suppose being relatively young in business, I made some great changes. And that's the thing I wanted to speak about today, is that everybody here is so young and the world is their oyster. I'll flick on to the next slide there, Noel. It's a quick old Tinder one. Very appropriate. Yeah, so there. Being an entrepreneur is the wildest, most rewarding profession there possibly is. And I think everybody that's here today has already had a taste of that. Like whether you're selling bicycles or doing HD brows or selling legal services, if you can work for yourself, you're choosing your own hours, your own lifestyle, you can work around your family needs. So basically I'm here promoting entrepreneurship and saying, now that you've dipped your toe, maybe have a think, can you take this further? If your project has been a success, can you keep working with that? Or if it hasn't been, can you dip your toe in other waters? So I'll flick on to the next one there, Noel. I won't bore anyone with the definitions of entrepreneurship, but basically it comes from a French verb saying to do something. And I think that's the key thing today. Like, we all love a bit of Netflix and a bit of gaming, but if you can use this time when you're still young to get slightly ahead in your industry, because already I think all of the people coming out of secondary school have the ability to absolutely smash it compared to all of us older people who are not half as digitally savvy. We're not half as savvy with social media. And I think that's where you can really excel. I'll quickly show you my story, and mine is very tied into social media and growing the business in a new way, because I think the world has changed so much, and digital marketing, it is there for the taking. You don't need money, you don't need any specific digital qualifications. So this is our family business. My mom and dad, my dad is the third guy from the left and my mom is the second woman in from the right. So they met and fell in love in a paint factory in Cork in the 1970s, and my mom's father worked there as well. So conveniently, I'm third generation paint, and it gave me a bit of a head start. And like I'm saying to you today, to get your head start, if you can get into an industry early and try to be an expert in that industry, I think people gravitate towards your expertise. So I'll go on to the next one there. No, hit her there, Noel. So the sector I'm in, hugely male dominated. I'm young, female, gay, any obstacle you want to pick, but they would be oblivious to me. I think if you get into any industry, regardless of barriers, whether it's sexism, racism, ageism, anything, if you become the expert, the people will come to you. And my main advice of today is, if you do go into entrepreneurship, is absolutely immerse yourself in your sector. Again, whether you're selling bicycles or legal services, the world is your oyster in terms of going on to Google Scholar or the library or online research. If you can get ahead and get more tips for your audience than other people can give them, you'll become the person of that industry that people go to for advice. Roller there, Noel. So we went into, Advanced Coatings on the left is our traditional family business. It's industrial paint. When I was in the business about 5 or 6 years, things were going okay. Not that we started to stagnate, but I wanted something exciting. I was on industrial paint my whole life, and we set up the Paint Hub, a retail paint store. I thought, great, we know everything about paint, the people will come. And then they did not come. There was no customers. No one knew we were there. And I thought, right, I have to change this up. Roller there, no. So I went online and I went to social media. We didn't have a marketing budget. I'd have loved to hire somebody young, well-spoken, well-presented, and let them be the face of it. There wasn't the budget. So I went onto social media myself, onto Instagram, and basically told everybody what we know about paint, our tips, and the people just started to come, and it started to skyrocket from there. And now we do more than 90% of all of our business on social media. So just a quick one there on marketing. You can obviously go high budget, television, radio, billboards, or if like me, you didn't have the budget for that, you can go below the line, non-mainstream. You can go trade shows, speaking. Now, speaking appearances traditionally are like with other companies. Now you can do a live on a friend or a local business's social media. You can chat to people live on social media. So we went for number 2, social media. We grew quite quickly with that. We had 3,000 organic followers in 3 months. So organic meaning we didn't pay for any ads. We just went on there, started talking, and they started tuning in. We now have, I think, 35,000 followers, and practically all of our business coming from our Instagram. Roller there, Noel. So my number one tip, be the expert. If I was on Instagram and didn't have tips or tricks on paint, no one would have come looking. I think you have to go on there and give your information freely. And when people realize that in your sector, you know a lot, they follow you and they go to you. Oh my God, no, I'm flying through them. This one is the hardest one. I think people feel like to put their face on Instagram and social media, which is an unbelievable marketing platform. Their experts are guessing that Instagram will be the number 1 marketing platform in the next 5 years. So to bear that in mind, it's completely free. All you have to give is your time. The big block is for all of us, our insecurities. If you wait until you look the way you want to look, or your business looks the way you want it to look, you will never, ever go on there. I had no desire to go on social media, put my face or my voice on there. People wouldn't think it, but I would traditionally be very camera shy. I went to Australia for a month. I took 2 pictures. I was in neither of them. I'm not a selfie person. But when you're in business and you've wages to pay or you want to grow it, necessity must. So my big thing is, don't worry about how you look or how your business looks. Leverage your difference. And your difference is so powerful. Like if I had have paid for somebody young, slick, well-spoken for marketing, it probably would have been the worst mistake I could have made, because I think when you know your product and you're very passionate, I think that passion comes across very authentically, and I think more people tune in. And I often think if I was at home and there was an Instagram TV story of, 5 things you need to know about running your car. If it was a slick guy in a suit in a fancy garage, I don't think I'd tune in. But if it was a guy out in the yard and a bit oilier looking and looked the part, I think I would. And I think that's the thing with social media and that free marketing that you can all avail of if you're looking to grow your mini company even more. But if you go on there and share your passion and your knowledge and your authenticity, I really believe that will grow for you. Roller there, Noel. How we grew ours, I suppose we were often asked to speak about that with social media. We get a lot of business now through social media, and nearly all of our business, and it's 10 times the business we used to do when we had the shop open to the public. Really, number one was engaging with people in a meaningful way. Like, I suppose the number one influence out there is Kim Kardashian traditionally, and she was always very meaningful in how she ran her account. She'd hold up like a green dress and a black dress, and she'd say, which one will I wear tomorrow night to this ball? And people would choose, and she'd wear the one she'd choose. And we try to do it that way as well, where we ask a lot of questions, we get a lot of feedback, we interact an awful lot with our followers. So it's a huge time investment. But whether your mini company was something mechanical or homemade candles or that, if you go on and give a lot of advice about, if it's candles, the scents or the organic ones or beeswax, I think people really relate to that, getting information online on their phone in the evenings when they're relaxing. It's the new way of marketing. Give yourself, it's the hardest one. So people buy from people who are passionate, and I think that's what's worked for us, where we know a lot about paint, we put it all out there and the people come. Next one then. Be yourself. Again, that's a really important one. If I tried to dress up more every day and be better spoken, I don't think it would have went to me. Like, I go on, I've got a culty accent, I'm very casual, but it just seems to work. So I think with you as well, whether you're making cakes at home or whatever your business is, I think just be yourself. It's so much harder to be anybody else. So my other top tip, my real one for business forever has been the expert. Like, I came in young, female, loads of barriers, and I just really immersed myself in paint. Like, when I looked up hashtags on Twitter or Instagram, it was paint. When I watched how-to videos, it was paint. And I really think if you want to do well in your sector, just immerse yourself. And the second thing then is, if you want to be successful on social media, build a following for free, which will naturally convert into sales over time. I think don't sell. I think selling is the biggest way to chase people away, and they know when you're out for the sale. And I think the sales will come. So people really engage with content that isn't trying to, it hasn't got an ulterior motive. It's not trying to sell them something. So my last one on the side there is, 1, get people involved, build engagement. 2, let them know then what you do. Let them know that this is a service you provide. They need to know that too. And I often forgot that, where I'd talk paint, and I'd forgot to say, oh God, we actually sell it. Here's the product. So do let them know. And then the third one, to grow your platform, keep giving the information, keep going on and giving your, 10 ways to fix your bicycle. And then the last one, so that's all my points together, really. I don't think any marketplace is too saturated for you. I don't think there's any industry that there isn't a place for you. If it's something you have a bit of expertise in and a bit of passion, go for it. There's so much room for you, especially if you do it differently than what's being done. And that's what you have. You have that digital savviness, social media, and that's the future of marketing. Like, you could really come on and smash it against all us older people. So my personal advice, be the expert, have a bit of passion, immerse yourself in the sector. And 3, work with nice people. Surround yourself with good people who'll support you through the process. I hope I didn't speak too fast. I'm a very fast speaker. And Noel, any questions? I love a few curveball questions now, if you have any for me.
Well, I tell you, I think you've covered so much there, and well done, Kate, in all that time. So congratulations, and thank you for joining us. Kate, it's a family business, but retail is really difficult, because I'm sure the day you open, you expect everyone to come in the door. And a lot of our students would have been finding that on their journey as well. Marketing, which you mentioned, it's a tough nut to crack, but it's really necessary, isn't it?
Yeah, and you know what, Noel, it's a new era. You can do marketing for free. Like there's a cabinet maker I know locally. He said he's going to set up an Instagram account. And he said, "What are the fees?" And I said, "Absolutely nothing, absolutely nothing." And he's an older guy. I was saying to him, "Go on there, put your wares out there, take a before picture, a during, after," and people just engage with that so much more than a guy in a suit on the television saying, I think there are a lot of industries that are going to come down a bit, and I think these platforms, these casual platforms, they're going to accelerate so much.
And the passion, we can hear the passion in your voice, but um, your parents met in Cork in 1979, and then how did the influence come down to Kate? So obviously they were both working in the paint industry, but how did that transfer to you? Did you not want to go and go a different path?
I did. It came very slowly. Like my dad had that book, Don't Leave It to the Children, on your bedside locker. And it's about second generation businesses and how they always fail. And I thought, well, Jesus, that won't happen on my watch. I'm not going into this business. I actually studied social science. And I worked here in the summers. I didn't love the business. And then my dad had a sales rep who left. And that's always dangerous. They set up themselves and you have a big competitor. And he asked me for a hand. And it was a very male dominated. We stowed for steel and bridges. And when I came in, then I realized the benefits and thought, geez, this is something I can grow in my own direction. So whether you start up on your own or you're a family business, I think working for yourself, oh my God, like it's wild. It's a wild ride. When you look at all the entrepreneurs out there, like it certainly is a wild one. It's more stressful, but the benefits are just unbelievable, unbelievable.
So some of our students might be a little bit disappointed today. I get a little bit of feedback there, so apologies if that's happening. It's probably bouncing back from your machine, Kate. But failure is part of the game, and I was delighted to see that slide that you put up, and you put hashtag fail fast. Because if we're not prepared to fail or get things wrong, we'll never come up with anything new. You might expand on that for us.
Yeah, so that's another thing I've always firmly believed in. There are lots of like memes out there, and you see this guy going down a tunnel with a pickaxe, and he turns around, he looks really forlorn, and he's an inch from the diamonds. I hate that graphic. I think there's nothing more dangerous than telling someone, keep going, keep going. And there are so many people that do, and their retail store is open for 3 years longer than it should be, and it decimates the family fund. So I think you have to fail fast. If the business is not coming in and you've done the same thing for a few months, you have to change it up. And you can do it so cheaply. Like I say, I had just had twins. I planted about 3 stone. I had no notion of going near Instagram, no notion. And a local businesswoman, she runs an online boutique in Castledermot, Georgia Millie, and she had said to me, Kate, unless you get your voice on the Instagram, you're done for. So I got my voice on the Instagram, and then she said, no, they need a face. People need to see a face of a business, especially online. They're nervous. Who is this person? I think even if you're selling cakes or legal services, we want to see your face and we want to see the decision maker. So I didn't like that decision. Here I am now. And it's not a bother on me now. I'll go on any camera. I'm just so used to it.
And that was certainly part of the Student Enterprise Programme this year, where we were encouraging the students to get on social media and to record video and show their products. But by failing and by learning from mistakes, you can change and you can pivot. And one of the other things you put up there was pivoting the business. And I love the hashtag. So this was a book that you obviously read, Who Moved My Cheese? And you might expand on that one for me.
So that's another small little book. It's a great book. And it's about, I think, when the source of cheese dries up, I suppose if you stay there waiting for more cheese to come, everybody else has left to find the new cheese. I think it's being an early adapter too, and that's why I mean there's space for you in any industry, no matter how swamped, because if you move quickly and you move on to the next thing, you'll be the first to get to the new cheese. So it's about not getting stale and staying still.
Well, the comments are starting to come through. So great advice from Kate Gaynor of the Paint Hub. But we're being reminded you were a national finalist in Ireland's Best Young Entrepreneur. And I know Kieran was busy on Twitter there and he went, oops, somebody's found the video and he stuck it up. So tell us a little bit about IBYE, Ireland's Best Young Entrepreneur.
Well, first of all, my twins wrecked it. I was 27 weeks pregnant. The final was coming and I went into extremely early labour. So I missed the final and I'd gotten on so well in the early stages. I was so excited. And now I'm too bloody old now. Like, sorry for the cursing, but I'm too old now. So my chance was taken. I would have met Enda Kenny and I was surprisingly thrilled at that prospect too. I'd love to. But the Enterprise Board are absolutely fantastic. I won't give out about Kieran now because he's tuning in, but I wouldn't anyway. They're a great support. I did loads of courses. I think you need that. it's the people you even meet at the courses. So I did those. Kieran had said to me, about applying for this, and I applied. And, it all comes to today where you practice your public speaking again and again. There's a panel of 4 people. They give you constructive feedback. And yeah, it was a really good experience. And again, I'd keep in touch with some of the other contestants. So like all the students today, other people, if you're open with each other of your mini company is not going so well, everybody's got a different tip or a story. And that's the young entrepreneur as well. It was like a nice little family.
Well, you mentioned him, so we better bring him in. I'm going to introduce Kieran Corbett, a head of enterprise in Leo Carlow. Kieran, great memories of Kate and IBYE.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. She was a great finalist, and I think what was great about Kate is it's all about telling the story. We've done Nationwide a few times together. We've done various press stuff. We've done various programs together. And what's great about Kate is that willingness to work with other people. She's obviously a neighbour of ours across the road from Enterprise House, and it's fantastic to see her business. And I think it's that whole thing of failing fast and learning from it is so essential. We see it time and time again, just people stick in there for too long. And that's what the Leo is there for, to help people pivot, to help people challenge during those times. So Kate's a great entrepreneur and a great testament to iBuy. And she would have won iBuy if she had been let through to the national final. But obviously the twins held her up in that context. So, and listen, we can change the age next time around. We'll figure out something. We're all young at heart, So
yeah,
bring me back. Hashtag bring Kate back.
Bring Kate back. Exactly. You're full of these hashtags. I tell you, Instagram has been working well for you. Absolutely.
I know, love it. And Noel, quick one as well. If any of the students have set up an Instagram page today for their mini business, give us a tag on Carlow Paint Up and we'll reshare their business in our stories. We have a good whack of people on there now, so we might get a few new follows.
Okay, that's super. And I'm sure Kieran will join with me and say that you're a real local enterprise office making it happen story. So thank you for joining us today. And we wish you the very best.
Thanks, guys. Thanks. Best of luck, everybody. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
so, Kieran, I'm going to bring back in Tom because we want to highlight the students this year. It has been a very difficult year, as we said, for many people, many families, and many businesses. But the fact that this time last year, we would probably be in a hotel somewhere with a packed audience, live stage, and now we've moved online. And the students, it's a testament to them that we actually have an award ceremony at all, because they've done it in very difficult circumstances, haven't they?
Yeah, no, and they're fantastic. Like, I think what's great is, and I had the joy of judging with Gemma and Helen and Anya last week. It was just the story, and I suppose how they came across the challenges. So how did they network to make a product together when they couldn't physically see each other? Christmas fairs used to be such a big thing. A lot of them didn't have Christmas fairs, so they had to sell in different ways. And truly, like, resilience and attitude, I always say in our line of work or in any line of work, resilience and attitude are 2 things we can't teach. You have to grow them within yourself. And through all these projects, we've seen time and time again. And I have to say as well, the teachers have been fantastic, principals in the schools, because obviously they've had their own challenges with the various restrictions, and they've been very much on board with that as well. And I'd say Tom would reiterate all those things. I don't know, Tom, what do you want to say about it?
No, absolutely, Kieran. Like, I'm amazed by looking at the projects there that did come in. Like, as our speakers have said, it has been a difficult year, without a shadow of a doubt, for everybody, but particularly the students as well. Like, the students love face-to-face contact, and that unfortunately will have to be missing this year. But I want to just congratulate them. I am just so amazed by the amount of detail that went into these projects.
Well, we're going to give a shout out to some of the students that will be joining us in the green room. So if you're watching live, now's your time. We're getting close to the first part of the award ceremony. So feel free to enter the green room. Kieran, you were one of the judges, and I want to also introduce Gemma Purcell. So Gemma has put a small little wee video together and was talking about how difficult the judging was, but also wishing all the students the very best.
Hello everyone, my name is Gemma Purcell and I am the Enterprise Development Manager here at IT Carlow. On behalf of IT Carlow, I'd like to welcome you all and say that you should be very proud of the work you put into the projects. The quality was very high. We usually host these awards here on campus, but due to COVID this year, the format is virtual. This year, I was delighted to be one of the student enterprise judges. It was very hard to choose the winners. You all did such amazing work, and it really is a testament to the hard work and dedication, particularly during a pandemic. I'd also like to thank the teachers, parents, and schools for the part you've played. The skills learned in entrepreneurship through the student enterprise projects are invaluable, and I really hope that you use these new skills in your future studies and careers. Wishing you all the very best of luck and well done.
So I put up some of the crests there of some of the students and their colleges that have entered the Student Enterprise Programme this year. A lot of hard work from not just the students, but the support from the parents, the schools, and the teachers as well. Isn't that right?
Yeah, no, it's very much, and it is this year. Anya Kerry in our office, who you'll meet later on, Anya was coordinating all the workshops and materials going out, and then obviously the students had to form groups and go through it. So a lot of hard work together in order to get to the point of judging and submitting their materials to it. And I think what was really interesting is we shortened the reports this year, but really a lot of many companies put in an effort to really tell the story and talk about the challenges, and it very much came out in the ones that are getting awarded today. They very much explained their story and very much the learning journey that came across as well, and also some really, really, really unique ideas. We saw some things I've never seen in my 20 years of doing this, so it's great to see some new product come up.
And you mentioned her, so I'll bring her in. So there's Anya. And Anya, thanks for joining us. And there's certainly been a theme this year of green and sustainability, and as Kieran said, new ideas, a new way of looking at things. You've had a busy job this year, Anya, haven't you?
Yeah, well, it was great to work with all the different schools, and I must say they really put in a lot of effort, because obviously it was definitely more challenging this year to other years, and they were really able to adapt. So it was great, the work and the effort that the schools and the students obviously all put in, because a lot of the students are still, especially fourth years, are still working remotely. None of them are actually in the school yet. So it's great that they were able to stay engaged for the entire program and still bring their business to life, and were able to enter it then into the county final.
Well, to give a sense and just a small little selection of some of the entries of this year, we'll run this little VT. So we have quite a few of the students are starting to join us into the green room, and some of the crafts that you saw there involved wood. You know, old craft still lives on. And we have Paddy from PM Sports. They are Paddy, and thank you for joining us in the green room there. We're just going to give you a shout out. Olin McDonald is here as well, just getting his camera sorted, and he'll be joining us later on as well. So we're going to keep you guys in the green room as we go into the award ceremony. So great to see you joining us. We have another call out for any of the students that are in the feel are in the running. Join in. We'll see you in the green room, and we'll bring you up. There's Olin. He got his camera working there now, I think. No, he's still blacked out. Try it there again, Olin. There, we got you. Absolutely. So it just took a little while for the internet to kick in, but great to see a couple of people joining us in the room. So to those of you that are not joining us, it is a celebration. And we're going to run a little wee quiz. So if you have your mobile phone with you, we're going to ask you to take that out now. And we have a voucher that we're going to give away, a little one for all voucher on the live quiz. So get your mobile phone out, and we're going to ask you to go to a website. So let me throw this up on the screen for you. And the website, very simple thing to do, is if you go to menti.com and then put in this code. The code is 95964242. Or if you have your little camera on your phone, point it at the screen there with the QR code, and it'll bounce in automatically. So this is open to anyone in the green room or watching live on the live feed. We have over 50 people on the feeds at the moment and growing. So menti.com and put in 95964242. And we're going to ask 5 questions. And the faster you answer them, the more points you get, and it adds up all the points, and then we'll get an overall winner. So menti.com, 95964242. And we'll get you. I'll give that a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds, I should say, more for you to pop in that code, and we'll see how many people we're getting live on the stream. So let's have a quick look. So yeah, there's a few people there. So you can see you hitting the heart button on the front screen. There's plenty of hearts starting to pop in through. So we're getting into double digits. So a quick reminder then again, menti.com 95 96 4242. And then you use your mobile phone as a second screen to be able to answer the questions, and we'll see them live on the screen here. Okay, so we'll kick it off. So your little avatar will pop up. So if you're a winner, if you're successful to win, you identify yourself to your teacher, contact your teacher, and they'll organize to get the voucher to you. So now be careful on the username that you've chosen. So make sure it's one that can be seen in public. So there we go. We have all the avatars popping through. We've 25 people live and ready to go. So here we go. Question 1. The faster you answer, the more points that you get. Who is the fastest 100-meter runner in the world ever? Is it Usain Nut, Usain Bolt, or Usain Spanner? Now, knowing the right answer is one thing, but answering as quickly as you can is another. The faster you answer, the more points you get. So 22 people got Usain Bolt correct. Well done. So let's have a quick look at the scoreboard. So it measures how fast that you can get the answers in and then pops up on the screen. So Zaltan is in the lead with 972, followed by Hannah, Paddy, Skids, Tiger Baby, Jack Guilfoyle, Rebecca, Greg, Alexandro, and Jack. So very tight at the top, as you'll see. But the quicker you answer, the more points you get, and it adds them all up. So question number 2 of 5. Here we go. The faster you answer, the more points you get. What do you call a baby kangaroo? Is it a Chandler? Is it a Joey? Or is it a Ross? What do you call a baby kangaroo? I can see Anya smiling in the green room there. She's obviously a Friends fan, watches all the Friends, loves Chandler, loves Joey, loves Ross. So time's up. The answer is, of course, a Joey, not a Ross, but it's a Joey. So knowing the answer is one thing, but getting the answer in as fast as you possibly can is another. So let's see what happens there. Oh, it's very tight at the top. So Hannah has done really well there and is just fast behind Pudward, right? And at 1952 and 1935 behind, 1923 behind that, and Paddy at 1919. So it's really tight at the top. So question 3, here we go. Answer fast to get more points. Which country invented tea? Was it Japan, Korea, or China? Which country invented tea? Japan, Korea, or China? 3 seconds remaining. Time's up. And the correct answer is China. So 18 people got that correct. And that's going to change things around on the board. Let's have a quick look and see who was fast with the correct answer this time. Oh, it's getting very tight at the top there. So Watson is now in the frame. Well done, Watson. You were the fastest person there and you jumped up onto the board. But Pudward is still leading. Hannah is only 1 point behind. It's getting very tight at the top with only 2 questions to go. Jack Guilfoyle is there. Paddy's there. Skid, Sean. Watson, of course, being the fastest, was able to jump onto the board. So it can all change in one question. The second last question. Question 4 of 5. Here we go. The faster you answer, the more points you get. Who sang Shake It Off? Was it One Direction, Taylor Swift, or George Ezra? Who sang Shake It Off? It's one thing knowing that the question's easy to answer. You might know it immediately, but finding the answer fast and putting it through. Oh, there we have 25 people got that one correct. No one like George Ezra for that one at all. Of course, it was Taylor Swift. So let's have a quick look with one question remaining. Skid did well on that one. 976. Yeah, you were the fastest there. So that jumps you up in the 3rd place. But Hannah is now, after moving into the lead, with 2 points ahead of Pudwar. Skid is now in 3rd place. Paddy's there and Jack Guilfoyle. So it's all to play for at the top with one question remaining. So to find the winner for our One for All voucher, answer the final question as fast as you possibly can. Here we go. You ready? Do polar bears live in the Arctic or the Antarctic? There's a sneaky 50-50 one, and it's always one people get wrong. Do polar bears live in the Arctic or the Antarctic? 5 seconds remaining. And we have a split. And the correct answer is Arctic. So 12 people got it right. This could change everything. So let's have a quick look at the board, see who was the fastest and who is our winner. Hannah did very well there. I think Hannah is going to take and stay in the lead. She is. Congratulations, Hannah. You are the winner. Well done. You are the winner of that voucher. And if you contact your teacher, identify yourself to them and they'll make sure that they're able to get us and we'll get the voucher to you. So congratulations and very, very well done. So let me bounce back up the other screen again and we'll get into the next part of it. So I'm going to bring back in Tom. Tom, we're going to go to our very first award, which is the Social Enterprise Award. And we mentioned there earlier on that a lot of the entries this year were coming up with new ways of looking at things. And it's never been more important from a social enterprise point of view to be able to give something back.
Absolutely, no. Like, you know, this award now in particular, like, you know, like is I'm very interested in. Like, it's really a brilliant award, like, especially on this day and age, like with online and everything like that. So it'll be very interesting now to see this award.
Well, we'll kick it off. Let's put some background music in and we'll announce this award. So the winner of the Social Enterprise Award and our first award today is St. Leo's College, the Holy Angels calendars in 2021, Ciara Downing, Stephanie Clare, Patricia and Rebecca. And I think we have a few of the guys in the room. Let's see if we can find them. So guys, in the green room, you need to stick on your cameras or it won't allow you enter the live feed. So make sure that your camera is on. I can see Ciara Downing is there. There you are. It bounces you through, but we need to get you to get your camera on so we can see it. And I think Patricia is also there as well, but your device isn't connected. So Ciara, we can't see you, but see if we can hear you. Congratulations.
Thanks.
There you are, a very nervous Ciara in the background. But you know, let's have a quick look at some of the things you were doing. Tell us a little bit about the Holy Angels calendars and what the idea was and how you brought it as part of the program to life. You want to unmute yourself there?
Can you hear
There
me?
you go, Ciara. We have you. Tell us a little bit about the calendars.
Well, we just decided to. Well, we got the idea from friends or family, and then we decided to choose a local charity to donate the money to.
And that's where the social enterprise comes through, because you were a member of a little mini company that designed and sold calendars. And the other group members, of course, we better give them a shout out, is Rebecca, Stephanie and Patricia. You raised over €1,000, didn't you? And all the sales proceeds are going to be donated. And hopefully when things get back to normal and we can return, you're doing a presentation check. Isn't that right?
I think so.
Yeah, well done. And I'm sure the St. Leo's College are very proud of you and they'll recognise the tremendous work that completed by yourself, Stephanie, Patricia and Rebecca in your little mini enterprise module. So congratulations and well done.
Thank you.
I have one more job for you to do before you go. Who is your teacher?
Mary Kine.
So Mary Kine. So let me see where we
Kine.
got Mary Kine. I got her. So Kyne. So we've one small little thing that we're going to do. I'm going to throw this up on the screen. We're going to give each teacher of each of the winners today a little prize, which is a €50 voucher to a restaurant. And to decide on the restaurant, we put them all up on a little wheel here. We're going to spin it, and that'll decide which restaurant the voucher will be for. So here we go. So this is for Mary Kine. And the restaurant is... Oh, it's gone over to Mimosa Bar. So Mary, congratulations. You are going to receive a voucher for Mimosa's Bar and Tapas as a little gesture to say Thank you. So we removed Mimosas Bar from this one. So the next time we spin it, we will be able to have a different restaurant pop up. Ciara, thank you very much, and pass on our congratulations to Stephanie, Patricia and Rebecca.
Thank you.
You're very, very welcome. So let me bounce back up into our screen there, and I'll bounce Ciara back into the green room again. So let's move on then to the next award. So Tom, Kate mentioned the importance of marketing, and it's great. You can have the most amazing business on the planet, but if people don't know about it, you have no business. And social media is one of those vehicles that can be used very cost effectively of getting the word out. Isn't that right?
It is, no, like, and she made a great presentation there by Kate there. Like, especially at this time of the year, like, as well, like, this is how people be opening up as well. But like the past year, like, it's been a difficult year for most businesses. And it was so important, like, and a lot of people, a lot of businesses did programs with the County Enterprise Board. There's so much benefit of it, like the online business and the online vouchers as well. It helped an awful lot of businesses. But we're delighted, with the support they got from the County Enterprise here at the county.
Well, we'll announce the winner then of the Social Media Award. So the winner of the Social Media Award is St. Mary's Academy CBS with Woodwork by Paulius. So well done, and I think we have Paulius. Trying to find him there, Tom. I got stuck into the green room myself. So there he is. We found him now. There he is. Well done, Paulius. I had to go and get you there. So congratulations. Well done.
Thank you very much.
And as we put up onto the screen there for you, we have, I think, a bit of a sample of some of your work. So let me throw it up there. So explain, there you are working away in the top left-hand corner. So explain some of the things that's on the screen there, Paulius.
So basically, my product is kitchen boards by me, handmade. I start off with a big plank of wood, which then I shorten and make kitchen boards, and then I finish them up and sell them. Basically,
well done.
Made out 100% oak wood, and I do all by myself, and then deliver as well.
And then from a social media award, you were selling on Facebook Marketplace, wasn't that right?
Yeah, I listed my product up on Facebook Marketplace. I done a listing, and the customers came through, and it worked.
Well, congratulations, and also I'm going to ask you the same question because we have a little prize for your teacher. Who is the teacher that you'd like to nominate that you're working with?
Mr. Clare.
So Tony Cleary, isn't that right?
Yeah, Tony Clare. Yeah.
Right. Well, let's give it a spin and see where we're going to send the voucher for Tony Cleary. Congratulations, Tony Cleary. You're heading to Wolford Dolman and the Plum Tree Restaurant. Nice. So that will be on its way there to you. Yeah. So well done. Well done.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
And stay around, Paulius. We might see you later on as with all the other students that are there. Anya's in the green room and she'll be able to manage because the green room's getting packed now at the moment. So Anya will be able to manage. I know there's a few people trying to get in and the green room is packed because they're seeing what they're doing. But well done, Paulius. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So we're going to move on then to the junior winner. So we're going into the categories now. So in the junior category, we have had a couple of entries. But I suppose, Tom, one of the things that we have to talk about is at a very young age, 13, 14, 15 years of age, it is a great passion to encourage entrepreneurship at this stage, isn't it? To look at it as an option to move on from a career.
Absolutely, like the benefits you get, Noel, from this student enterprise, especially for young people. It improves communication skills, I think, for people, and encourages students to consider self-employment as a choice. Like the opportunity to meet and learn from enterprise in the local community, and it gives excellent opportunities for the young people, especially like what we're talking about. It gives great opportunities for them.
Well, we'll move in and announce the winner, because I know they're probably waiting and trying to get into the green room. And don't worry, if there's a couple of students that can't get in, we'll hold your little trophy for you. And actually, Tom, I will do that, because do you have a trophy with you?
I do.
There we go. All right, so this is a couple of the trophies will be heading your way. So good to see it. So let's go for the junior category winner. And the winner in the junior category is St. Leo's College again with Nutella cookies, and that's Megan Dollard and Neve O'Reilly. So congratulations, Megan and Neve. I'm looking into the green room, and we don't see you there, but don't worry, we will keep the prize for you. But we do and will do a teacher's little prize wheel. So we'll see Megan's and Neve's teachers is Anne-Marie Winters is one of the teachers there. So I'm going to pop that one in. So this is for Anne-Marie. So let me get the wheel back up again. If you only saw all the screens that were bouncing around here, but we're getting there, absolutely. So let me see, wheel of names. Here we go. So we'll take the Water Dolman off. That was the last one. And we'll give this a spin. So this is for Anne-Marie Winters. We're going to Lennon's at Visual. So congratulations, Anne-Marie. And that'll be going there to you. And congratulations, of course, to St. Leo's College and Megan and Neve. So we'll throw that back up on the screen for you there again. And then we'll move on to our little next award. So the next one is the intermediate category. So as we move up, so a little bit more of ingenuity and perseverance and coming up with new ideas. So the winner in the intermediate category is, and it is Tyndall College and E10. That's Leah Reddy, Clodagh O'Shea and Teresa Lopez. So let me see, I know E10 were there earlier on, and they've been bounced out of the green room, but we'll keep an eye and see if they come back. But the guys from E10, we have your products on the screen. So E10, if we look at it, they were made seasonal products and sold them. So last Halloween they did some carved pumpkins and sold those, and some Christmas crafts and baked products at Christmas. And Tom, it's one thing coming up with an idea, but it's another thing to be able to sell them. And we have Leah, I think, is bounced in here. So here's Leah, and we'll bounce the big screen out. Leah, congratulations.
Hi, thank you.
Well, now I tell you, Leah, you're knocking it out of the park with the sound quality, because it looks like a little recording studio that you're in. So Leah, tell us a little bit about E10 and how you come up with some of the ideas.
For carving pumpkins, we had to make 3 products, or we were told we had to, but I think the last one stopped. For Halloween, we decided to carve pumpkins, and then for Christmas, we decided, well, I wanted to bake, and then the 2 other girls made the snowmen.
Well, what I'm going to get you to do there, Leo, so while the sound is great for you, you have it on in the background on replay, so there's a small delay. So I'm going to just mute you for a second and bring in Clodagh. Clodagh, I'll get you to unmute yourself there, and you might tell us about some of the Christmas products that you made.
Hi, yeah, we made the sock snowmen, so they were made out of rice, and we set up social media pages and we put up pictures of the finished products so people could order them online. And we got a lot of orders, and people were actually using the snowmen as door stoppers as well, but it was really fun to make.
I'll throw them back up on the screen there. So that's the little snowman there in the bottom right hand corner, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that is super, and congratulations to you both. So we're going to have you do a small little task for us. You've seen us do it earlier on. So we're going to ask you to pick a teacher, because so we're going to spin the wheel for one of your teachers so they can win a little bit of a prize. So which teacher are you going to choose?
Miss Kavanagh.
So Miss Kavanagh. So let's have a quick look. I'm going to take out that restaurant. We're reducing the numbers of the restaurants in the list. So April Kavanagh, right, we're playing for. So let's go. So Miss Kavanagh, we're giving away your first name now, Miss Kavanagh, so April. And you're going to... Oh, it jumped past, and you're going to the Lord Bagnall Inn. So congratulations. And I'm back to the girls on this one. So what's the future plans for ETEM? It's not a once-off. Are you going to continue on with it?
I'm not really sure. I hope we can continue because it was a really fun experience and we're really good friends. So I really do hope that we continue to try and make our product, and hopefully it will be successful in the future years.
Well, well done, Clodagh, and well done, Leah, and pass on our congratulations to everyone else. Tom, a very worthy winner.
Absolutely. I'm amazed by it. They look fabulous. And the amount of work that was put into it, there is an congratulations. Absolutely well worked.
And I'm just checking into the room. So yeah, we didn't have Therese in there, but don't worry. Clodagh and Leah have represented you very well, and thank you very much, guys. And we'll stick you back in the green room, and the best of luck in the future.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks, Leah. Well done on the sound, by the way. That was super. Thank you.
Great music.
So, Tom, I wanted to highlight our finalists because a lot of the schools won't be aware of the shortlist, because it was very hard from a judging point of view to bring a very large entry down to a list that would be in the running for the final. So what we're going to do is we'll do a quick run through of our shortlist. So in no particular order, we'll announce our finalists. So here we go. We have St. Leo's College, and our finalists there are Swirl and Splash, Nutella Cookies, and the Holy Angels Calendar. So well done, St. Leo's. We have Boris Vocational School with Wooden Craft MacD. So the very best of luck to you guys. Knockbeg College, PM Sports, representing Knockbeg. And then we have Tyndall College, ETEM, who you've met there already, but they're in the running for the final award. So congratulations, guys, and the very best of luck. And then St. Mary's Academy CBS, we have the Carlow Seasonal Woodwork by Paulius. So Carlow Seasonal and Woodwork by Paulius represent St. Mary's Academy. So what we're going to do there is, because we have those schools mentioned, I'm going to pick one by one, a teacher out of each one, and we'll spin the little wheel again. So let me bounce back to our finalists, our little shortlist, and I'll go to St. Leo's College and pick somebody that hasn't been mentioned already, and we'll spin the wheel and find a couple of winners. So let me have a quick look. Let's take the Lord Bagnall Inn out. So the very first one was for St. Leo's College. And we had Anne-Marie Winters already, and we had Mary Klein, I think. So I'm going to go for Emer Ryan. So Emer Ryan, this is for you. So let's have a quick look. And you're going to, I think if it doesn't spin over. Oh, it does. Right, to Rachel's Cafe Garden at the Arboretum. So well done on that one. The next college we go to then is Boris Vocational School. And Boris Vocational School, we have Lisa Crosby is pumping up on the screen here. So we'll spin this for Lisa. And that's clearly La Boheme. So La Boheme Bar and Restaurant, congratulations. We'll move on to the next school on this one, which is Knockbeg. So I'll go into Knockbeg and see who's popping out of the screen here. Philip Cody. So Mr. Cody from Knockbeg. We'll give this a spin and see where your voucher's going for. Poor old Pimiento keeps getting just very so close and doesn't get it, but it's going to Frederick's Restaurant at Mount Worsley Hotel. And we're going then on to Tyndall College. So with Tyndall, we have Keith Hogan has popped up on the screen here. So let's give it a spin for Keith. We're down to 4 left. So let's see, what will it stay? It is. It's going to Reddy's Bar and Restaurant. So that's for Keith Hogan. Well done. And then the last one is St. Mary's Academy CBS then again, and Tommy Cleary, I think he's got one already. So we're bouncing then on to Pauline Keogh has bounced out, which is from Tyndall College again. So completely random. I have a couple of screens popping here. So we'll do the very last spin on this one. And this is for Pauline. A little voucher for Teach Dolman Bar. So thank you to all the teachers. A small little token of thanks for all your effort over the last couple of months. Kieran, I'm going to bring you back in for the next part of it here. Some amazing little businesses there, Kieran, wasn't there?
Absolutely. It's great to see all the young people, and it's great to see them telling their story. It's fantastic, and it's a great encouragement, also acknowledgement of their teachers as well.
So we have quite a few people there in the room, in the green room, and they're waiting on the big one. So this is the senior category and the overall winner in that category. But before we announce that, a couple of words. There are going to be a couple of people that are disappointed. And we mentioned that disappointment and feedback and failure is part of being an entrepreneur, and you really have to dust yourself down and move on. Have you any little bit of words of advice, either yourself, Tom, or Kieran, for those students that will be a little bit disappointed if they weren't drawn out today?
Yeah, I think the first thing I'd say, Noel, is it's very much a learning journey. It's actually amazing to see in my career, as I interview students, it's usually evident who has done the student enterprise program, especially in their younger part, but straight after when they go to college. So the skills you learn in the student enterprise program isn't just for yourself, it's really for your career going forward. And what you've done today very much feeds into that. So I'd encourage students, obviously it's a competition and there's a process around that, but I hate to say the cliche that everyone's a winner, but they are really, because it's really about, for us, it's about those life skills. It's really about developing those skills that are unique to the actual individual.
So yeah, I just agree with that, Noel, 100%. Like, you know, and just before facing there, to me, everyone's a winner here today. It's up worth the Lord, all these young people here today. It's amazing, like what we've seen here on show here. Well done there.
Yeah, it is. It really is a super celebration of entrepreneurship in Carlow. So we'll go on to our final category, which is the senior category and the overall winner in this category. So the winner is, it's PM Sports from Knockbeg College and Paddy Marnan. And I think Paddy is joining us. You're there, Paddy. How are you? And you're very well. Congratulations.
Thanks very much.
Well, well done, Paddy. So tell us a little bit about the business. I'm going to throw up, I think we have some products. Yeah. So this is a really interesting one. This is a massage gun, isn't that right?
Exactly. So we started back in November. I said these are sports massage guns. They're a fairly new product to the market. We import them from abroad and we sell them. It's predominantly used for sports recovery, but there is a market for elderly people. So that's it. Basically, we have a new product as well, foam roller water bottles. So it's going along with the brand of sports recovery.
Well done, Paddy. We see some of the products, but do you know what draws my attention? On the far left, it says now taking orders. You'll take Revolut and cash. No bother taking cash. And you took so much of it, you sold out. The second one is first batch is gone. Yeah. Give us a direct message to pre-order for January. Tell us how that came about.
Listen, when I first started off, it all started because I heard a friend who plays sport at quite a high level saying that he was after getting one of these from a far more expensive brand. He would have paid about €150 more than I would have get them. So that led me to go and find a cheaper supplier for them. And I did. And so many of my friends wanted them. And once they found out that they were able to get them at such a decent price, a lot of them jumped at the opportunity, and a lot of the time one sale turned into multiple sales from people hearing about it from their friends that get them.
So you could really identify with some of the stories that Kate was saying earlier on, that word of mouth. So as soon as one was sold, they told someone else.
Yeah, and I think I really will. I'm going to take on board a lot of the information that Kate was giving out about Instagram marketing, because I do think I can do better.
Well done, Paddy, a worthy winner. And Tom, it's one thing to come up with an idea, But this young man was generating sales, huge sales. I can see them here on the screen. I won't put it up to embarrass him. We won't share your figures, Paddy. But there was a fair old profit margin, and you sold out. So Tom, phenomenal, isn't it?
Absolutely, no. Congratulations, Paddy. Absolutely delighted. Like a lot of work went into that. I'm so happy to hear about the sales going through the roof. Like, but that is amazing. And did you use the social media or?
I did. I used social media predominantly after the school closed down in December. So that was kind of with my second batch. It was predominantly sold over social media.
Well done.
I'll bring in Kieran because he's good at maths. Kieran, he sold 30 of these at 90 quid a pop. That's not too shabby.
No, it's very good. It's great, and the report was fascinating. I'll have to say we had a great discussion about the product when we were judging it. It's one thing bringing in products, another thing completely selling them, and really your focus on sales and just getting out there and achieving those sales was amazing. And well done, and congratulations. And we look forward to working with you on the journey to the national final.
Well, I'm going to try something and see if it works, because Paddy, if you were in a live room, the other students would be cheering for you. We still have a few people left in the green room. So Paulius is there. I'm going to bring him in. Hannah's there and Sheila's there. And I think Anya's still there as well. So if you want to switch on your cameras, Hannah, Paulius and Sheila, we're going to give you a big virtual round of applause, Paddy. Congratulations. Well done.
Thanks very much.
So very, very well done, and thank you guys for staying in the green room there and bouncing in to celebrate with that one. I'm going to just bring back Hannah there, or Anya for a second. Anya, you were keeping an eye on me there. Did I miss anything? Is there any teacher I've missed that we wanted to spin the wheel for, or did we get them all?
I might actually just do a shout out to the school finalists. So they've actually won awards as well. So for Boris Vocational School,
yep.
Wooden Craft MacD Owen MacDonald has won the school finalist award. So shout out to Owen.
Well, we'll bring him in. I think he's in the room
If
there.
he's there.
He's gone. I beg your pardon. So he bounced off the screen there. Well, Owen, we didn't grab you quick enough. So congratulations as a school finalist. You win an award. So well done to Olin. And then there will be another one then from St. Mary's Academy then. Is that right, Anya?
Yes, so the St. Mary's Academy CBS Carlow school finalist was Carlow Seasonal. So that's Dylan Tormey and Kieran Keogh. So congratulations to the two of them.
Congratulations. So we have all those prizes, and they'll be winging their way to them, including the teachers as well. Anya, thank you for keeping me on the straight and narrow, and well done. I think we've covered everything that's there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say, Paddy, well done, and best of luck as you represent County Carlow in the national final in May.
Thank you.
And a quick reminder, just before we finish off, we'll replay the montage of just some of the entrants for this year's finals. So congratulations to one and all, and your prizes will be on their way to them. Tom, thank you very much for giving us a dig out with the awards this afternoon.
Thanks, Noel. Thanks a million. You did a great job. I just want to congratulate all the students and the teachers as well. I just want to say thank you very much to Anya and Kieran for the enterprise to do on the work. Thank you.
Yeah, and from myself, thank you, Anya, for putting all this together. And well done. The final word to yourself, Kieran, just before we close out this afternoon.
Yeah, no, just firstly, congratulations on behalf of the team in Enterprise House in the local Enterprise office in Carlow County Council. We're delighted to have all our finalists and look forward to supporting our 3 teams going to the national final in May. Just a big shout out for Anya, obviously, who coordinates the program not just today but all year round, and obviously Pauline Hocktrue, who worked with her up to then, and obviously Helen, who's working with her currently, supporting these projects. And again to Tom today. Not many Caherlocks to go live on air without us asking him, and non-scripted and everything. So thanks, Tom, for doing that today. And Tom will be visiting the 3 winning schools in the coming weeks with the trophies when conditions allow. So we will get those out, prizes out. And obviously thanks to Noel and the whole team in the Entrepreneurs Academy for today. And best of luck to all the students, no matter what they do going forward. They've learned from this journey, and they should take it and bring it forth to their lives, and obviously apply it to their careers. And hopefully someday they might think of starting a business, and if they do, they should drop into their local enterprise office, no matter where it is around the country.
Thank you, Kieran, and again a big congratulations to all our entrants and our entries today, and our winners, of course. So look after each other, stay safe, stay positive, keep innovating, and we'll look forward to seeing Team Carlow in the national finals in May.
Thanks, man.